Dearly beloved in Christ, today is the 10th day of Great Lent. In judging, we are judged. A father once complained that his son was a spendthrift. I give him $100 and he blows it all on friends, drinks and sports within hours. Frustrated, he sent the boy to a counselor. After a few sessions, the counselor called the father and said, "Your son is a little extravagant, but nothing extreme. The real issue lies with you. When you were young, you were just like him, and now you are projecting your past onto your son." One of the biggest mistakes we make when passing judgment is failing to see that in some way we are judging ourselves. This truth is very evident in the story of the woman caught in adultery. The Pharisees brought her before Jesus, hoping to trap him, but instead he turned their accusations back on them. Twice Jesus wrote on the ground. Though we don't know exactly what he wrote, we can imagine. Perhaps the first time he questioned the fairness of the trial. Was justice truly served? Were the witnesses truthful? Where was the man involved in the act? Had she been given a chance to explain? Here we see the first principle of Jesus. Before passing judgment, we must allow the person to be heard. Justice demands fairness, and every individual deserves a chance to explain their side of the story. Then Jesus wrote a second time. Some believe he was listing the secret sins of the accusers. And with one powerful statement, he exposed their hypocrisy. Let him who is without sin cast the first stone. One by one, they dropped their stones and walked away. This brings us to the second principle of Jesus. We must never condemn others for sins we ourselves are guilty of. If we are flawed, how can we stand in judgment of someone else? Psychologist Sigmund Freud described a phenomenon called projection, where we see in others the very faults we try to hide in ourselves. The father in the opening story did just that. He harshly judged his son for something he himself had once done. How often do we do the same? Before condemning others, let us first examine ourselves. As the saying goes, those who live in glass houses should not throw stones. Every time we point a finger at someone, 3 fingers point back at us. This Lent, let us replace judgment with mercy, criticism with kindness, and condemnation with grace. Instead of tearing others down, let us build them up with love and understanding. May God bless us all. Have a blessed day. Rev.Eapen.